Hello, friends. It's me, Poke Master Blaster. And today, this is the first time I'm ever going live. All right. So today, I don't really have anything planned. Well, I kind of do, but this was kind of impromptu. I kind of forced myself to do this because I've been slacking on putting out a 1,000 subscriber video. So this is kind of like my, my fill in for that. All right. So the last subscriber video I did was a 100 subscriber video, and that one was me climbing up on top of a mountain to do a PSA reveal. This time I'm doing another PSA reveal, but my mountaintop I'm trying to climb is, another mountain in going live or whatever. So it's kind of like another, feat that I'm trying to overcome and stuff like that. Because most of my stuff is highly edited, where I can kind of control everything. And this thing I'm doing it on the spot, on the fly. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So this is my first time going live. So let me know if there's any issues, like the sound sucks, like background sucks. If there's any feedback you guys give me, that would be, awesome. Because if you didn't notice with my previous videos, I like to get better each and every time I do something. So, yeah. And hey, I got people in here, so that's pretty cool. All right. So, I did get this. I didn't want to show my address there, so I got to blur that out. Um, so I got this my PSA submission that I submitted like 3 or 4 months ago. Um, and yeah, I finally got it back. And I was going to do a video on this, but I thought, thinking about it, I was like, the way I edit videos, I'm probably going to take like a week or two to edit it. So I thought it was better to just go live, rip it on the spot, and just be done with it. So that I got so much, I'm backlogged with all the editing I have to do for the other videos. But yeah, we'll rip it. I kind of know the grades, but it's been a while since I've seen them. But there are some there are some PSA nines in there, some tens, 1 8. But there's a card in there for you guys, my loyal viewers. I'll be giving out one of them to you guys. During the live stream, I'll figure out how I'm going to figure that out. But let's just get started. If you guys have any questions while I'm doing stuff or whatever, feel free to ask. Because that's another thing I kind of want to do a Q&A. If you guys have any questions that have been burning inside you that you really want answered, I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my ability. All right. So I'm gonna open this stuff up right now. All right. Thanks for noticing this artwork. All right, if you didn't notice in my previous video, I got PSA 10 Van Gogh Pikachu. Um, yeah, I was holding on to PSA 9 for a while, but every time I saw that Van Gogh Pikachu go up, I was like, man, I should have bought it. I should have bought it, and I finally did. I mean, even though the weird thing is that there's such a high population on that card, but I mean, I think the demand is super high for it, and I think it's just an iconic card because you mix real world art with Pokemon. I feel like that's a really good combination. All right, finally got it open. All right, so as I give you guys, I'll show you guys these slabs. I'll kind of give you the backstory where I got from, maybe why I decided to grade it, and then I mean we can make a guess on what's going to actually grade. All right. All right. So wait, which side's the grade on? Is the grade on the left or right? I'm just gonna cover both sides. Just I forget. Oh shoot, we're starting off hot. All right. Oh shit, I already showed it. Now I know. All right, so it's a PSA 9 Flareon. All right, so unfortunately, well, I got this from you guys know Poke Rich. Poke Rich is an awesome vendor. He also makes a lot of good content and stuff too. And he's a really cool person to buy from. He could work with you, works deals with it and stuff like that. But I got this from him. I got it raw. This was a time I bought this at West Coast Car Show from him. And it was a time when all the singles were booming and stuff like that. And I kind of just want to get one for grade, even though it got a PSA 9. It's gonna stay in my collection because, like, for me, for my favorite evolutions are Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon because I'm a Gen 1 stan, right? I love Gen 1 to death, so I'm always gonna be behind the main trio, right? All right, but yeah, I'm not giving this one away, so yeah, it sucks for that. But yeah, Flareon right there. All right, so this time I know. Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, so I'll cover that side. Okay. All right. So this one right. Oh shit, this is a good one. Was the Chinese anniversary, the simplified Chinese 5th anniversary Pikachu. All right. I picked this one off of eBay. I think I only got it for like 150 bucks. But when I saw the card, I think I saw it first on like Choice Baked Jake's channel, him talking about it. And then when you look at this card, it's just like that card's gonna be sweet. Especially I bought it because we don't have it in English. There's none in Japanese. Maybe they might make this artwork in the future for those languages, but yeah, this is the only one out right now. So I had to pick it up, and I thought $150 was a pretty good deal. I'm not too sure what grade this is going to get. If it gets a 10, I already made my money back on this PSA submission. All right, so let's see what we got here. And we got fucking 10, man. Look at that. How beautiful is that guy? All right. I don't know the future of this card, whether it'll be up or down or anything like that, but I'm happy to get this in my collection. I mean, I'm not going to resell it. Like for me, I'm not a reseller or anything like that. Maybe I'm a long term holder. I don't really not really good at like buying and selling and stuff like that. I just like stuff for my collection, and maybe in the future I'll sell it. But I don't know, not this one. This one's pretty cool. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got Jolteon. All right. Again, I got all right. So I know in this submission I submitted Flareon, Jolteon, and Vaporeon. I got all of them from Poke Rich. I did my own little inspection of them, and I knew they were at least near mint condition, but near mint can mean PSA 7 to PSA 10. But I thought they would at least get 9s or 10s. So let's see which this one got. All right, hell yeah, PSA 10. All right, it's pretty good. I'm doing pretty good so far. Because like I believe the cost of my submission was about $450. Um, I must say I forgot if there were any specials when I submitted the cards to PSA. Sometimes they have specials. I think it was like maybe $17 or $16 a card when I submitted them. But again, when you submit cards for grading, if they get a PSA 10 and they are worth a lot more, PSA upcharges you if you guys never submitted before. I'm not trying to mansplain things to you. Just if you guys haven't graded before, that's how it goes. So knowing that I got charged $450, I already knew that some of the cards that were heavy hitters graded pretty well, which I don't mind. Which I don't mind that. So, my intent for grading is I at least want to gain that value back. So when I send cards to grading, if I pay $450 for grading, I kind of want the value of my cards to increase when I get them back. So I think with these two cards, these two PSA 10s, I think I already made that money back as far as investment wise goes, putting that money in my collection, or the value in my collection, if that makes sense. Yeah, girl math, man. It's like girl math. Yeah, it makes sense, right? All right. Hey, and bear with me. This is my first time trying to read chat and stuff like at the same time. So if I miss something, just I don't know, just spam chat or something like that. There's only like 5 people in here, anyways. All right, all right, all right. This guy right here. I ripped this one myself. All right, this was Pack Fresh. and it looked really good. And I sent it in grade. This is my second time grading this one. And I got it back the first time. It came back as a PSA 8. All right. So I was like, maybe the grader was having a bad day at the time. So I did what any collector would do and cracked it and sent it back in the PSA and to see if it got a different grade. All right. So it was a PSA 8. Let's see what it got. I already know the answer. It's a PSA 8. There we go. I'm probably just going to end up cracking this one again and just putting it in a binder. Because another collection goal of mine is to get alternate arts for all 151 Pokemon in a binder. So this will probably be my Pikachu slot. Even though Pikachu has a shit ton of alternate arts, but this one will probably take its place. All right. Next one. Maushold. All right. If you guys didn't watch I think it was the time I went to West Coast Card Show. I think it was day 2. I bought Paldea Evolved booster box from this vendor, Gen X Gaming. At the time, the booster box was $190, which, well, no, he was selling for $200. I talked him down to $190. And I never ripped Paldea, so I thought it was a good opportunity to rip it. So I didn't get the Magikarp, but I did get this sweet illustration rare right here. I don't know if you guys know this card a lot. I don't know much about Maushold, but I just think it's such cute artwork. I mean, if you're pretty big in your have a good family and stuff like that, this kind of reminds me of just being a kid and you get your parents there, your brothers and sisters and siblings, and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty cool artwork. All right. Let's see here. And we got a 10. All right, nice. I think I looked up the price for 10s in this card. It's actually pretty high up there. I think in the 300s. I mean, of course, the value of cards can change. I mean, they're pretty volatile. But I mean, it's Paldea Evolved card. It's pretty cool artwork. I mean, people like cute cards, so I think this one's pretty stable. All right, that's pretty dope. All right, I'm going to take a quick look at chat, see if I missed anything cool. Yeah. And you ripped, haha, just you cut about a couple more from them in your last video, right? Yep. What was the one video you bought a booster box and someone stole a booster box? All right, that was I forgot why I labeled that video. I think I named it. I think I just caught someone stealing. All right. Yeah. Check it out. It has like Detective Pikachu on the front of it. It has the suspect front and center in the frame in the video. But yeah, check it out. All right, here we go. Alolan Executor from Surging Sparks. Again, like I said, I want to get all the alternate arts or illustration rares for original 151 Pokemon. But I also want to do that in PSA 10 slabs too. That's why I graded this guy, hoping to get PSA 10. What I want to do eventually, when I get move into my forever home or wherever I'm going to be for a while, is I don't know if you've seen Bulbasaur. He has a product that it's like has like a bunch of like a slab wall. I kind of want to do that, but with all 151 Pokemon slabs on there. But yeah, but let's see what this one got. And it's 9. All right. So when you're, I mean, in my opinion, and I mean, in most people's opinion, that if you have a PSA 9 modern card, it's pretty much worth less than a raw near mint card. So I'll probably just end up cracking this and putting it in my binder with the rest of my 151 alternate arts. All right. You around in a video. All right. All right, here we go. Next one up. This guy. All right, this Pikachu, I believe, is from Prismatic Evolutions. Is it hyper rare? Yeah, it's hyper rare. I also picked this up in one of my videos. If you want to look back to it, the video was, I think it was labeled, I buy something from every vendor at this card show. It was my last card show over in Hawaii. Oh yeah, and fun fact: if you guys ever go to Hawaii, they have card shows. I feel like every week. The vendors are awesome. If you're ever down there for vacation, there's probably a card show going on, and yeah, the vendors are super cool. They're willing to work with you. If you guys need any tips or any advice when you go down there, if you guys do visit down there for card shows, just let me know. I'll link you up with the vendors down there. All right, but I got this from my guy, the Poke Bro, and this kit. I got this single right when it came out, so right when everyone was ripping, right. So I paid a premium for this card because I thought it was super cool. I'm pretty sure I paid like $220 for this, and then like literally a week later, that dropped like $100. So lesson is, do not buy the singles right when the release of the set is, right. Give it a little bit. All right, give it a little bit because the singles are going to drop eventually. All right. And then you're not going to be like me paying like I could have got like four of these guys or whatever for the amount that I paid for it. But if this gets a PSA 10, then it was all worth it in the long run. All right. Let's see what we got here. And we got ourselves a 10. Not too sure on the price of this. But I think I at least broke even. I at least broke even for this card. All right, but yeah, it's super shiny. I think I really like shiny things. That's probably why I picked it up in the first place. But yeah, it's pretty dope. All right, next up, Vaporeon. My God, I don't know about you guys. I think this artwork looks sick. I mean, compared to a lot of the other evolutions, like some of the evolutions are, I don't look cool. I don't know if it's because of the lines, the little bubbles or whatever. I think it just looks pretty fire. But yeah, I got this from Poke Rich. I thought it had a chance at a 10, but I already know it's a 9. Man. All right, but still looks cool. I won't crack any of the PSA 9 evolutions I got. They'll just stay in my collection. I'll just hold it long term. Oh, you got that in a 10, but it's Japanese? Yeah. I always thought about getting I mean, Japanese is a good like outlet if you want to get like the artwork. Not really concerned about because like a lot of people like the English because I guess value is pretty good, long term, or it holds value a lot more, I guess, or more valuable. Some people think, but if you're just into it for the artwork, like Japanese is cheaper. You get the same art, just in the language that you can't read, or I can't read at least. I don't know if you could read Japanese, but I can't. But that's why I like English though. All right. Next up, these guys. All right. So again, this is going to be a lesson to not buy singles the day of release of a set. Because I bought two of these. Yeah, the day of release of Prismatic Evolutions at I believe 120 or 125 a pop. If you look at any of the TCG or Collector or any of those apps, you'll see that they're about $70 now. Yeah, so I could have waited. These are the Pokemon Center versions, by the way. All right, if you didn't see that right there. And yeah, the only way I'm gonna break even is to get if it gets a 10, and it's a PSA 9. Lessons learned. And what I should do is I should be picking more of them up at that $70 price. They call it dollar cost averaging and stuff like that. Just so that I can send more in for grading, get more PSA 9s. All right, this one is a Moltres. All right, I got this guy from in Hawaii from a vendor. The card show was like called Super Saturday or something like that. I didn't get that too many views on that video. I think my editing was kind of pretty crappy on that one, or my titles and thumbnails need work. I don't get that many impressions YouTube doesn't like my my thumbnails and titles, so I need to fix that stuff. So maybe that's why. But yeah, let's just see what this one got. And it's PSA 9. That kind of hurts. I got this on a good deal too, and it looks pretty good. So I don't know if you could tell with the camera. Looks pretty good to me. And dude, I don't know what's wrong with this card. Yeah, I don't know. There might be like a surface thing or something that I didn't really inspect. Yeah, I my grading abilities aren't the best. Like, I need to, I guess, be more hyper focused or whatever, or change it up a little bit. But I think my grading it has gotten better. I just learned through experience. That's why I do random things like this, like live stream, so I get better at it. I just learned through experience better. All right, let's see. Checking the chat real quick, guys. Yeah, EVs are always 9s. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Justin, you're saying lower the average cost? Yeah, I need to do that. Most of these, were you looking for cards you thought would? Yeah, so anytime I buy singles, unless it's like a card that I really like, or I mean, I just want, I know I'm going to throw in a binder. I want to get something that could at least has a chance at a 10. So a lot of these cards that had a chance at a 10, it might not have been it might not have been the best of chances, but it had a chance. Because you look at some PSA 10s, and you look at them, it's like, how did this card get a PSA 10? And you look at some 9s, and you say the same, you say the opposite, where this thing should have got 10. So again, it all comes down to human error. I mean, the people that are grading these cards, I mean, are human, unless it's tag. I think they're doing some automated process or something like that. But I don't know. All right, next card, the infamous Drowsy. This Drowsy right here, I forgot where I picked this one up. I think I got this from the Poke Bro. But I graded it at the time when this card started spiking up to, I think, like $70. That card now is like only $25. And let me tell you, I love this artwork. So the next time I go to a card show, I'm going to be picking up a lot of these things. Not because I think it has a potential to like skyrocket or anything like that, but I just think the artwork is really nice. I kind of like the style. It's kind of like, it's kind of dark and dreary and stuff like that. And I mean, I just like, I mean, the artist, um, how he portrayed Drowsy or in this art, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, let's see what I got. And we got ourselves a 10. All right. I think that's pretty good. As far as like value wise. I think we're doing pretty good right now. But yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think of this artwork? I think it's cool. And if you like it, now's a good time to pick it up. It's only $20 to $25 right now. All right, what we got here? Justin, you said, "Oh yeah, I got that for sure." I was just curious if you plan to grade all these when you bought. Yeah, I mean, I guess it all depends. I kind of go on grading sprees, or like where I got an itch to just get stuff graded or something like that. Where I've like, I don't know, I kind of like changed my style up like a lot. Where sometimes I'm focused on when I go to the show getting sealed product, or just focused on slabs or focused on singles. I mean, I just go with my gut and just feel like I do what I want to do. And yeah, that's how I do things. But again, if it's singles, I don't want, if I see a ding or like things are super off centered, I'm not going to get it. If it's like a vintage card, I already know like I'm okay with getting mildly played, heavily played, or even damaged cards. I mean, I don't mind damaged cards, especially having just completing an old master set. I don't care about that. And if it's like a mid-era card, I'm okay with moderately played and stuff like that, and where I don't have any intention in grading it. And sometimes I do grade those cards just because I want to protect it where it doesn't get even more damage, or where I could easily display it and it's not going to get in worse condition, if that makes sense. All right. Oh yeah, I also want to say thank you guys for joining me in this live stream. Like my first live stream, I got 5 viewers. That's pretty sweet for me. But yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. Thanks for hanging out. All right, next one, Maridon. Okay, um I picked up this one from, I don't know if you guys know EXP shares. They've been in a couple of my videos. One of the videos I traded like my giant side duck for a booster box, which was a pretty good deal on both sides. But they stream on Whatnot, and I picked up this one and also the other. Is it Koraidon? These are both Pokemon Center stamped versions. Well, I only sent this one for grading because the other card, the Koraidon, it had a big ding on it. It's like this. That was the first time I was like, yeah, this is definitely not going to. I'm not going to bother sending this one in, which I should probably do more often. But yeah, let's see what this one got. And PSA 10. I mean, I'm not gonna be mad about 10, especially Pokemon Center version 2. This is probably gonna be like a long-term hold for me. I mean, I don't have any. I have played Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for a little bit, like back when it first came out. It was all buggy, so I just like stopped playing it. I probably need to dig back into it, but I mean, I feel like, I mean, when that generation who really grew up on that, gets older, they'll probably have a lot of nostalgia for this card, and I'll trade it to them for like a booster box or something like that. Who knows? All right. Next up, we got here. We got Persian. All right, this is another infamous card that I sent out to grading. I sent to grading when it kind of like boomed and skyrocketed. It was kind of like the Drowsy. I think this card was like $70 at the time. I think it dropped a lot to probably like $40 or $30 or anything like that, or something like that. Again, this is from Shrouded Fable, the set that nobody wanted. But I thought this card. I mean, when the set came out, I knew this was like one of the cards that I really wanted. So picked a few up. I even gave some of these away while they're still cheap. But let's see what this one got. And PSA 10. Hell yeah. And this will go on my PSA 10 151 wall in the future whenever they come out with, or whenever I complete that set. All right. And here we go. Another Persian. All right. I already know what this one got. What do you guys think this got? A 10? A 9? First one to guess it right gets this card. 10, 9, 8. Is it 7? 8? Nope. 9. Cruising Games. You just won yourself a Persian. All right. Yeah. Congratulations. I'll hit you up on, or hit me up on Instagram and figure out the deets on how to send you this card. But yeah, this one's yours. Man, thanks for being on this live stream. It pays to, be a fan of Pokemon Master Blaster here. All right. Next up, Bulbasaur. All right. A lot of people keep sleeping on this card, like Bulbasaur is sleeping. I think it's a lot lower right now. Already picked up a PSA 10 version of this. If you guys might have watched it when I went to Collecticon, I went at that time I went to Collecticon in March. Everything was super up, especially like slabs and singles. I'm pretty sure I paid like over $200 for this card, like maybe like 250 or something like that. And the card dropped a lot since then. So if you guys if you guys like slabs or PSA 10s, now's the time. Now's a good time to pick up like a PSA 10 version of this, like this or the Squirtle, because I feel like as these sets age, like I feel like this, like the trio, this Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander are going to be pretty valuable. Well, at least that's. I'm a Gen 1 stan. I love Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. So yeah, like that's why I had that opinion. All right, here we go. And I got PSA 10. And all that does is want me to get. I need to buy another Squirtle and Charmander PSA 10 to complete another set. All right. Cruising. Yeah, you could hit me up tomorrow. Um, yeah, just if you have me on Instagram, you could just DM me. We'll figure out the deets and stuff like that. But yeah, that'll be too easy. All right, next up, Pikachu VMAX from Lost Origin. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this card too. It's a red and Pikachu. All right, and it's a giant Pikachu too. And it's a pretty cheap card, even in the PSA 10. But yeah, I already know. PSA 10. I already have a copy of this card, but this is a card I don't have mind having multiple copies of. Especially the way that the prices of like Lost Origin and like the Sword and Shield sets are going up. Um, I I don't have mine multiple copies of cards that I like because eventually, as they age, I'll just use that to trade for cards that I want in the future. All right. I think I'm doing pretty good on PSA 10s compared to PSA 9s because normally I feel like I'm below 50% the past couple of times I've done it. So I don't have like the 90% gem rate like some of these um other content creators have, but above 50% pretty good. And Charmeleon. I bought this, so I don't know who I bought this card from, but I did buy a PSA 10 Charmeleon not too long ago. I think I paid like over 200 too, back in Collecticon. So yeah, I think I wasted money because I got a PSA 10. Um, but yeah, I mean, I can't complain. I mean, now I could just have more cards to trade in the future and stuff like that. Or if I ever decide to start vetting in the future, all I need is a Charmander because I have multiple PSA 10 Charizards. I just need a Charmander to add to that to complete another set of that. So I could trade that or sell that or whatever. All right, three more cards here. I already know what this one is. I already know what this one is. I didn't get a 10. It's a PSA 9. All right, damn. I need to pick more of these up. I think you guys should too. It's really cheap right now. Especially now that Prismatic Evolutions is getting like a lot of reprints. I think a lot of those singles are going to go down. But again, that's a Pokemon Center version. But I think it's also being reflected in the price of the Pokemon Center version as well, for whatever reason. Even though I don't think they're making more reprints of the Pokemon Center ETB. So I'm going to pick up a couple more at least because I want to send more than PSA 10, PSA to get to try to get that 10. All right, and they've got Eevee. The Eevee was a Twilight Masquerade. All right, yeah. What do you guys think this got? So centering, I mean, looking at the computer screen, I think it looks okay. Well, I'll look at the back while you guys look at the front. Back doesn't look too bad. Yeah, actually, I see some dings. I already know what this is going to be. Yeah, you guys are right. It's a PSA 9. Damn. Yeah, you can't win them all. I don't really have good luck with EVs. So the two EV promos I got were both 9s. Got this was a 9. The only EV Lucian I got was a 10 was Jolteon. So yeah, kind of sucks. So I need to get better at grading EVs. And this guy. All right. Uh so I don't know if you guys saw in one of the videos I was at Westcard Card Show. I picked up 3 PSA 10 Mews, Bone Mews because I believed in it right at the peak. And that I swear, like 2 weeks later, everything dropped to like they dropped to like $700. Um, so if you don't have a PSA 10 Mew in your collection, um, now's still a good time to buy it because it's still pretty low. It's low from its peak. It was at 1,000 like a few months ago. Now it's trending around $700. But I have a feeling it's going to start booming again eventually. It already showed that it has the ability to be $1,000 card. So I mean, you might want to pick one up. Um, or you could pick up a PSA 9 like this one. All right. And that's why I picked up the PSA 10s because for whatever reason, the high level cards, you know, I get pretty poor grades. But yeah. Um, but yeah, that's it for grading. So really the highlights were really in the front of this. I think like I said, whenever I send stuff in for grading, kind of want to get my investment back or make my investment worth it. So I think alone with these two cards, this well, this Jolteon PSA 10, I feel like he's like around like maybe like a $500, $600 card maybe. And then this Chinese simplified Chinese 5th anniversary Pikachu and a PSA 10. I mean, I think it's around $600. So I think I kind of broke even on that. But that is all I got for grading. But I'll stay on for a little bit. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. I mean, again, I'm Pokemon Master Blaster, also known as Jay. But yeah, anything in the chat? Where did you get that felt hat painting? So I got this painting from the Van Gogh Museum. I think it's called the Van Gogh Museum. It's the whatever museum they were printing all those cards at, because they had the option to uh, get like these. You could have ordered like these paintings in different sizes and stuff like that. Where they have like giant ones, small ones, postcard size ones. They even have different art styles too, or different types of artwork. Right? Maybe I could show you over here without messing up the stream. But I also have, you see over there, I got my Snorlax one with the Munchlax. That was pretty dope. That's probably one of my favorite ones. But yeah, I missed out on getting the actual gray felt hat Pikachu card. So I was like, and as a consolation, I decided to buy one of those. It came with like a certificate of authenticity, which I thought was pretty cool. But it's not like I'm gonna sell it or anything like that. I feel like it's a good display piece, but I feel like I should have gotten an even bigger one. It's pretty pricey too. I think around don't quote me on this. I feel like it's like around like 150 or $200. Um, but I ordered it in the hopes of them being like, oh, this guy ordered a painting from us. Let's send him a gray felt hat Pikachu as well. So the way I got my gray felt hat Pikachu was ordering off eBay. I just bought PSA 9 version. We're in a future video that I'm still editing right now. I trade that for something else. So, because I got a PSA 10, right? All right. Any other questions? Is Jake as cool in person as he is on video? Yeah, Jake's just a normal guy. Normal guy. I saw him. I dapped him up. I didn't get that on video because I was waiting in line, and I was still putting on my camera when I was going to the front row card show. And I saw. I was like, "Hey, it's Twice Baked Jake," and he's like, "Hey," and then I just shook his hand, and then he kept on walking. But yeah, it was kind of surprise bumping into him while I was interact or talking to Dylan over at the Bubble store, trying to negotiate a deal, and he just waltzes over to the side. He was live streaming at the time, and I just had this surreal moment or like out of body experience, which was kind of weird because when I first came into the hobby or came back into Pokemon, and started YouTube searching Pokemon content and whatever. Choice Baked Jake came up, and he was like kind of like my gateway into back into the Pokemon space, where I learned a lot about the new sets. I learned a lot just by watching his content. Uh, Especially if any of you guys are new, probably not. You guys have probably been here for a while in the Pokemon space. But yeah, those guys have a lot of information, and that's what I learned a lot from that. All right. Anything else? $500 now for the painting? You sure? No, that can't be right. Does me being here increase my chances of winning the Snom cards? No. The winners are randomized, man. I randomly select a winner each and every time I do a giveaway. Just to keep things fair. Um, I mean, I do see some comments that I'd be like, man, I wish I could give it to this person, but I like to be fair and impartial and stuff like that. It's just like, opening up a Pokemon pack. I mean, you never know what you're going to get. So that's how it is, man. All right. You won the Persian. Let the rest of us have a chance. Yeah, you already won the Persian, man. All right, so to make it fair, I think I should take you out of the running for the Snom cards because you won the Persian. That makes sense, right? Yeah. Keep it fair for everyone else. All right. On eBay, if you want one right now, you're talking about the Great Pikachu painting. Damn. Dude, I feel like, man, it's so crazy how how anything with Pokemon on it, goes up in value. Dude, I'll show you guys this one thing I got. So on my Instagram, I posted like a Pokemon comic from Nintendo Power. So I went a little crazy and bought another one. I bought like a so this is a Nintendo Power, the Bomberman version one. So if you go to a convention that has Nintendo Powers or a game convention and someone has Nintendo Powers, keep an eye out for this one because it has this comic book in it, the Pokemon Power comic book in it. All right, so I plan to like safely rip this thing out and get it graded, just because I feel like it looks like a good display piece, and I'm a big nostalgia guy. And there is a big poster in here. If I can find it. Wait, I think I found it. So I don't know what generation you guys grew up in, but this hits all the nostalgia strings for me. All right, so I'm probably gonna rip this one out, get it framed, stuff like that. But it's so crazy that a kid's game that's created, over 20 years ago has this much impact on society today. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's see here. All right. All right, I'll leave it open for any last minute questions because if not, this Pokemon Master is going to blast off. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys being here with me. Yeah, I thought I was going to be talking to myself this entire time, but hey, I got 8 people in here. I think that's pretty cool. Um, but I feel that just leaves up another form of content that I can do in the future where because of this I don't have to edit the videos so that I can focus on editing my main stuff while having like some side stuff to do if I don't have time to edit. If that makes sense. Um, but yeah, uh, and yeah, yeah, you said it's a good stream. I don't know when I look back at it because I think after I close out the stream, it creates like a video for it. I think when I look back at this, if I after I do several more streams, I'm going to look back at this and I'm gonna be like, dude, that was cringe. Because I feel like the more streams I do, the production value will definitely get higher. Um, you guys, dude, just tell me why I sucked at. Is the volume good? I mean, you guys like the background? Should I change stuff? Yeah, like should I be more organized? But this was impromptu, so I'm kind of just doing this on the fly and seeing if anyone actually gave a damn. But seems like some people do. Ian, what's up, Ian? Yeah, man, dude. What sucked about me and you, man? It didn't suck me and you. What sucked is I didn't have my camera rolling when I met you, so I could at least showed you, did a dap up with you, and featured you in one of my videos and stuff like that. So unfortunately, it didn't happen. I was planning to give you a shout out when I posted San Diego front row car show video, but yeah. As always, because you said hi to me like twice, and dude, the funny thing about it is like every time someone says, "Hey, what's up?" It's like I get shocked, like, "Oh, what? What? You know me?" I thought like I'm getting yelled at for something or something like that, but I just get surprised. But yeah, I really appreciate you saying what's up. Sam Tran, road to 2K. Trying, man, trying, grinding. Alex Tran from Australia. You're saying hi? Hello. Welcome to the stream. W first stream. All right, you could say L. You could say an L stream. What's the bitch? What or a tie game? It's not a win or a loss. You know, it's right in the middle there. All right. Yeah. Any final questions? You got me for about a minute. But while I have you guys here, just a few things coming up. I think I already mentioned my last video. You still got one more day. I'm editing Las Vegas front row of day 2. I just kind of did my initial edits. Also, with that, I plan to release a different form of content, which is just like a raw version. So if you don't like all the cuts and like crazy editing I do, I'm just gonna have like kind of like just the raw version, and I'm just gonna upload that. Just to have some stuff playing in the background if you're while you're doing stuff. If you're interested in that. I also still got to edit San Diego front row card show. I got 2 days of that. Tomorrow I'm going to SoCal Gaming Expo. Just to maybe buy some Pokemon games or buy stuff that hits the nostalgia strings for me there. After that, I'm flying home to Pallet Town. Going to go to a card show over there. Oh, I'm going to go to Front Row Pasadena. So a lot of card shows coming up. So it's gonna be crazy. So a lot of editing in my future. But that's the cool thing about editing for me. I just think it's fun. Maybe one day when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll show you my first video I ever made. It was super cringe. Um, but yeah, it wasn't about Pokemon or anything like that. It was like a class project that I had to do. But when I made that video, even though it's really bad, I thought it was really fun. The creative process was super fun for me. Thinking about the storyline, actually doing the editing. I did everything on my phone, and I spent hours on it. It was just supposed to be like a 1 minute video. I turned it into like a several minute video, just because I was having so much fun with it. And that's why I put so much time and effort in these videos, because it's something I actually want to do. I mean, it's not. I'm not doing this for money, for fame, or anything like that. I want to do it because I like making this content, and it makes me even happier that people like you guys watch this content. Because, I mean, yeah, it's super cool, super fun. All right, let's see here. Yeah, dude, just happy to meet you. Yeah, happy to meet you too, man. Just trying to show some support from Alex Tran. Thank you very much. You can like show your pickups after a show on the live stream too if you keep doing these. I could, but then it kind of gives. Does that give away what that video is going to be about though? If I show my pickups during a live stream, I think my idea for a live stream is like doing the things that you know I want to show off or do or show, but I don't want to edit. If that makes sense. But yeah, but that's a good idea though. Nestor, love your content, bro. Yeah. I forget. If I click on these videos, what does it do? Or click on these comments? No. Again, there's a lot of these functions that I don't know on when I'm live streaming what things do, so I'm scared to touch stuff. And Mr. Mojo makes stuff to fall asleep to. Yeah, I think that's what the intent is for the raw POVs, where I don't do any edits or storytelling or anything like that. Because I think after I publish a video, because what I normally do is I cut, because it's like 3 hours of footage, right? And I cut it down to probably about an hour to hour and a half. And I think what I can do with that is make that its own separate video. But I'll just publish that super long video after I publish my main video. But that's just the idea there. Um, I'm publishing my first raw bar POV on next Wednesday. We'll see how it does. And again, it's not any additional work for me. It's just extra content for you guys. And I mean, maybe more people like that stuff. I mean, I don't know. I'm figuring this stuff out. All right, but I think that's all for today. If you guys got no more questions, this Pokemon Master is blasting off. Have a great night, everyone.